Hey, what's going on, guys? Donnie coming to you from Mori, Japan today. This is going to be a mobile show on the road back at SSI Engineering, formerly known as Moki Factory. What we're doing today is we're going to be testing out two nearly identical R33s, as you can see from the videos that start rolling through here. Both R33s, one's 95, one's 96. Both have OEM engines. Both have single turbo conversions done in Pinku Style with Power FC tuning. Both have Tomei exhaust. Both have the Apex C twin suction kit. One is running the Nismo maps, one is running standard maps due to some issues. And the biggest difference between both of them is one has a GTX 3582R ball bearing, while the other one has a GT40 general bearing with a twin scroll manifold. The other one has a single opening manifold. So interested to see how this goes. Both have again cat deletes, and we're gonna go ahead and get these on a dyno and see how everything goes here at SSI. All right, we just got done with the Ray's R33. Again, I had the Garrett GTX 3582R ball bearing. I did pretty good. Like I said, hit 497.6 horsepower. Could have did a little bit more, but we had to be conservative, being that they had the stock head gasket, stock studs, and stuff like that. So once you throw the head gasket in there, the studs, cams definitely will be well over 500 safely. Anybody can make 600 horsepower, but can you make it time at the time? So just kind of keeping it safe right here. We got loading up Tyler's R33, which is identical. It just has the GT35 40R. I think it's a 1.05 AR, and flows pretty good with the twin scroll and everything. Makes up for the bigger turbine. So it got a little bit high end, of course, but you know, it's give and take everywhere, and that's what he wanted with his performance. So let's go ahead and check out Tyler's. Just got done with the testing. Had to shut it down prematurely early. One of those moments where you live to fight another day. With the second car, we did the initial touch was about 380 or something like that. We didn't get to go too far because I didn't like the way the maps look, and it's based on the stock ignition with the turbo being boosted up and everything. It wasn't no issues before. I was driving around a little bit, and this is back in for like a retune reset, and it just is not doing well. It's just old coil packs. The other car is a little bit better one because it has the actually it has the R35 coil packs, but either the R35 Audi, I prefer the LS1 Mojo performance kit because I push those a lot and use them a lot. You guys out there got to definitely convert your coil packs because they're just getting old. So again, they're just at the top is getting a little bit wavy, and basically it's the ignition. And once you're up in 8,000, 7,000 RPMs and you have an ignition blowout or something like that, it could be very detrimental to the engine, detonation, things like that. So definitely, when you hear that stutter and stuff like that, go ahead and shut it down, get it sorted, so you're not blowing the engine up. So all in all, the Clear, I mean, it was not a competition, but it was kind of cool to see two cars that are similarly got the single turbo setup, but they're a little bit different. And you know, both got good compression, both for, like I said, 95, 96. One is a V-spec, one is a non-V-spec. And there's very minute differences will make the difference in the power and you know, the fueling system and things like that. So That's why, you know, you can't take, I mean, they're both tuned by the same tuner myself. They both got Power FC 33L version. But the thing about it, they're different cars. You know, one of them has a little bit more miles than the other one. They're both low mileage. But again, nobody's car is the same. Every car out there is different. So you go to a car meet, you can have 35 R35s, and you know, all of them are different. So you can't swap maps and stuff like that. So stop asking for other people's maps because it doesn't work. Get to a tuner and get it done properly. So again, all in all, another big thing, the one that made the most power, even though it's not fair because we had to shut it down because of the coals, the R35 with the GTX 3582 ball bearing also was running all off-base gas. And if you guys have been in Japan, I'm gonna do a video on that alone. Just you know, I'm not even gonna cut the video. Just gonna put fuel in one of them, run it, and then drain it out. Put base gas, put off-base gas. That way you guys can see the difference in the power. It definitely is a difference. So you definitely got to make sure your fueling is set up. And once you tune for like a 93 off base, you got to stay with that gas. You can't get a good tune with 93 octane and then you go on base and start filling up that stuff. I mean, I've got 500 horsepower on the base gas, but it's just not good. You have a lot of pinging up top and things like that. So your fuel delivery, your actual fuel source, and your actual fuel is very important to power. A lot of different small things equate to a good power. Alternator, I see a lot of guys skipping on alternators. When I talk to the customer, they got all this stuff, piston rods, valve springs, all this stuff, blah blah blah, and you rebuild all this stuff. You got an old crusty ass 25-year-old alternator, and just you can't do all this stuff and neglect the small stuff. The small stuff is what makes the big numbers, and the guys who are making the big numbers got everything sorted out. Even when they got everything sorted out, there's still other things you got to take into effect. For the people out there not aware of tuning, I mean, you pay for a tune, it's good money. A good tune costs money, but it's never final. And that's what I got to say to everybody. Everybody thinks it's a cop-out when you say that. It's not a cop-out. Tuning is not final. If you get a tune in the summertime, that tune is going to need a revision in the wintertime if you're driving it, in the springtime when you're driving it. If you take it to Colorado, if you take it to Denmark, if you take it to Antarctica, you take it to wherever, there's different elevations, there's different temperatures, everything is different. So the tune that you got set in Colorado is not going to work really well in Florida. It's just not. It just doesn't work that way. So if the guys out there think tuners are dicking you around, a good tuner, it's not. When you come back, when you get a full tune, you get a revision, it's a little bit things. I work different. When I tune somebody's car fully, is a full tune. If the guy, you know, puts a cat on the exhaust, I can do a revision for a little bit off, but it's still going to take my time, depending on what you want to do. So tuning in a nutshell is not a one and done. So for you guys that are thinking it's a one and done, it's not. So just make sure you get everything you got to get done properly. Get your pre-inspections, which is, you guys know I do that. The you know, you don't want to get on a dyno and have issues. And I mean, unfortunately, this, again, it didn't really have any. It was showing the issues, but when we try to bump the boost up with the other 33, it was just, again, it was very wavy, and I didn't like the log, so I shut it down. And again, it's not my car. Even if it was my car, I would shut it down. But definitely a customer car. Definitely want a car to blow on a dyno, so that's just not good stuff. So again, shut it down. Be safe. Be a knowledgeable tuner. Know when to back off, and know when that one more PSI it can end it, because that like I say, raised GT-R. You did 497.6 something like that. I mean, that's what, 2-3 horsepower away from 500. Everybody wants to say I got 500 horsepower, but it was about 18.5 psi in the stock kid gasket, which is, it was pushing it. You know, it started to smoke a little bit, and you definitely know. I mean, that one more psi over it, that's the difference between you driving home and your rod's hanging out the block. So everything looks good. There was no knock. We could have pushed it up a little bit more, but just cut it off. I told Ray what we got to do. Ray was happy about it. And again, you got to do things properly and come back. Even if you do things properly and you race it, it's still gonna blow, man. I mean, nothing lasts forever. And you know, you guys look at I use Dyno as an example for a lot, because I mean, the dude builds insane cars in a short amount of time. You know, 2JZs are solid engines, but I mean, he pushes them to the max with no remorse, and they blow. At times, one he hit caught on fire with the new Supra, and everybody made shit about that. It's not like the first time it's a 2JZ that had a flame out. I mean, come on, dudes, like be real. You know what I mean? Shit blows. If you're gonna race, you're gonna race. If you want to go to parking lot meets, like I get on all those guys about that shit. You buy all this other stuff. You go to these parking lot meets and all that stuff, and you brag about what you got. But put that stuff on the dyno, put it on the track. You'll see how good it is. All that name brand shit you got, it doesn't mean anything if you're not utilizing it. That's just my thing. I'm not into that whole going into a parking lot and jerking each other off. It's just not my thing, man. It never will be. I told you guys all the time. I'm really adamant about that, because I really dislike that culture of, you know, if you're into that and you stay in that lane, stay in the lane, but don't go to those meets and talk about what you're going to do and all this stuff, and you don't do anything but talk about people's shit and hate on people's rides. It's not your car. You didn't pay for it. I always kind of go on that tangent because I dislike it. But anyway, you know, I race. That's all I care about. My hangouts are when I go to the car meets, or go to not car meets. Sorry about that. When I go to my events and hang out with people and stuff like that, and that's when I have a car meet, check out cars and things like that. Because I'm with guys who race and do all this stuff. So it's a difference between building a nice street car, building a car you want to race. Most guys come to my shop and not actually racing, so they want not poser mobile, but they want something that can, it's going to be a fast car. But the guys who want to really race and get everything done properly, there's a method to it. There's a reason why, guys who prep, even when you prep, you have issues sometimes, but if you definitely don't prep, you're definitely going to have issues. So definitely, if you're looking at get a good race car, for those out there who don't know, I could build a car from scratch. The guys who don't know, I can do fabrication, all that stuff. I'm not a fabrication guru. I mean, I'm good, I'm decent for what it is. I'm not a fabrication shop, but it's solely. But I mean, I can fabricate. I do a lot of downpipes and things, and I can make stuff happen. Just hit me up, see what I can do. If I can do it, I can do it. If I can't do it, I'll tell you I can't. And if I know somebody that's credible, I'll recommend them to you. But I won't recommend you to somebody who's crappy, because there's enough shitbags in this industry. And I definitely work hard every day not to be one of them. It's not an option. It's not something I got to try hard to do. I'm just not. So, yeah, a lot of stuff out there. So again, cool day here at Igarashi's, wrapping up. About to load both these guys up on the trailer here, and get back to Masawa and do my post analysis and all that good stuff. And yeah, see you guys later. So yeah, I don't do these videos too much anymore, but check out the podcast. The video stuff is getting kind of lame to me, to be honest. This one's going to be cut and raw, did a lot of talking and everything like that. So no vlogs for me. So I'll see you guys later. Get those cars up and running. Shit, summer's already over. I ain't raced but a couple of times, so get ready for next year, I guess. We'll see you guys later. It's going to be Dyno signing out. Dyno, Pinku Style, Jackson, whatever you want to call me. Signing out from Maury, SSI engineer. See you guys later.